The Jeep Wrangler is the ultimate vacation vehicle, especially this one, and we're gonna show you why. So this 2020 Jeep Wrangler we have in the shop is undergoing a comprehensive build to make it the ultimate holiday family hauler. We're gonna go over a few of the pieces and components that we need to make this thing the sickest vehicle that you wanna have on vacation with you. So what we're gonna do is gonna be installing a lift, wheels and tires, a front bumper, a winch, a really neat tow bar system so that you can tow this thing behind your RV. We also have all the necessary attachment pieces to make all that kind of work, which is kind of complicated, but a lot of part numbers to make it work. The first thing we're gonna start with, which Gabe is working on installation right now, is this front bumper. This front bumper is made by Rock Hard 4x4. It is really cool. What I like the most about it is that it's aluminum. Now you can get this bumper in a couple different configurations from Rock Hard: steel, aluminum, full width, narrow. This one is the aluminum version. So you can pick this thing up, I mean, really easy. You know, if this was a steel bumper, there's no way that I could be doing this and picking it up. So this bumper is also winch compatible. You see the tray right here, the winch will bolt right into that. Another really cool part about this bumper is that Rock Hard makes these brackets that bolt right to the ends of the frame for the tow bar to connect to. So it makes it really, really easy to have a seamless integrated tow bar attachment. We're gonna get more in depth into the tow bar system and how it works, but right here you can see it in the box. This is made by NSA Products. It's really cool. It's really easy to hook up. And this contraption right at the front here is how you actually get the brakes to work. So as this thing slides in and out, it will pull on the cable that'll pull the brake pedal in the Jeep. So you can have this thing stop using its own hydraulic system. So one thing that I think about these new Wranglers is that when there's nothing down here, they look kind of naked, like they're missing something. So because we're lifting this thing, we definitely need an extra step. These are the Aries Action Track power running boards. These are a really neat full power running board. They kind of fold out of the way, fully power. They're connected to all the door triggers. So when you open the door, they'll fold out. We're gonna show you those once we get them installed and probably a little bit throughout the installation process. They are a really cool product. So we're halfway through our second day. We've got a lot done, and I wanted to walk you through what we did and what everything looks like. In the back here to start, as you can tell, we've got both the taillights out. We've got diodes wired in so that the taillights can work like trailer lights. These diodes are gonna prevent backfeeding electrical current from going back into the Jeep. We've got the wheels and tires all mounted up, balanced, ready to go. One thing that we always like to install is the TerraFlex tire carrier. It is awesome because it adds a lot of adjustability to the spare tire. Also a cool third brake light and camera mount. Doesn't this whole setup look awesome? As you can tell, we've got the bumper installed, the winch in, these little Factor 55 thimbles are really awesome. This is the Flat Link E, works really well. But this is the cool part of this whole contraption. As you can see, there are several things that connect to the Jeep, right? So I want to walk you through a little bit about what all these do. So first, this one right here. This is pretty neat. This is going to connect to the RV. And as this thing slides in and out, it's going to pull this lever, which is connected to a cable, which runs in and pulls the brake pedal in and out. So as this Jeep is driving down the road and the brakes are applied, the Jeep will apply the brakes, the hydraulic brakes that it normally uses when you're driving. Really awesome. We do need to make some adjustments to this once we actually figure out how high this is going to be attached to the motorhome. This coiled cable is your standard 7-way, just like you'd see on a trailer. So this controls the lights for the Jeep. So brake lights, turn signals, all that kind of stuff. Pretty easy. The last cable over here is the emergency breakaway. So what would happen is if the Jeep ever becomes detached from the RV, let's say somebody forgets to put these pins in or something, and we don't want this thing rolling down the highway, hitting a car. So what would happen is this thing pulls, and there's a locking mechanism inside which would pull the brake pedal down and keep it down until somebody releases it, so that this thing doesn't ever run away. I'm really liking how this is looking. I can't wait to see it out in the sun, all done. We're really close. We've got to install the front suspension, do a little wheel alignment yet, but we're getting really close. So here we are, we've got the Jeep all done. It's wrapped up and looks incredible. The owners just got here, so they're excited to find out all about it. But before they do, I'm gonna show it to you. So, here we are. We've got the steps put on. These are the Aries Action Track like we were talking about. When you open the door, they flip out. Pretty sweet for getting in and out. For the lift, we use the AEV 2-inch, which provides plenty of room for these 35-inch Nitto Terra grapplers. The wheels are the American Racing Intake, which I really like how they turned out. It's a black and machined wheel, which features a +18 offset, so they don't stick out too far. Of course, we've already gone through the front bumper, winch, and all the stuff with the tow bar. I'm gonna explain that to the new owners soon. I thank you so much for watching. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Remember to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.